Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E, put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim, you dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through them transparency. Hurt their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah, what up? You already know it's your birthday, but it's the first day of 2025, and we already starting off crazy.
Ollie and Anna seem so perfect.
What
people didn't know is she was screaming for help.
This marriage's not healthy anymore.
I
took my whole life away from her.
But to all the people who lost their lives in that tragic accident, so-called terrorist attack earlier this morning. I keep telling y'all, man, why the radical life man. You want to get to it? You have to have a lot of people to pay. Engineer.
2020 got me seeing so clear.
Y'all think this was
Butcher
a
boy
fair
shit.
attack or
Lost and glitch.
We
cool, nigga.
Y'all know we gonna get to it, man.
This is the cool. We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fallen, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain, it's vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Okay. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is it Japanese. Yeah. Ever I cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers be Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Sick. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Sick. Study the gang, how they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fallen, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I'll be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Butcher boyed up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. Mr. O, what's happening, Joe, man? Happy New Year to you, brother. You already know what it is, man. We here. First day of 2025, man. We already got crazy, wild stuff happening. Right? Crazy, wild stuff happening. The very first day of 2025. At around 3:15 in the morning, according to what the reports are saying, right? This is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane, right? This is absolutely insane. You know? Rest in the essence to all them people who lost their lives, right? Hold on, I'm gonna come back up. Rest in the essence to everybody who lost their lives in New Orleans earlier today. You know, such a sad situation, such a sad story. you know, and it's 2025. YouTube is constantly switching up their guidelines and their rules and regulations. So to protect the integrity of the platform, y'all, we will only be playing when it's copyrighted stuff. We only gonna be doing the still pictures with the audio. They don't trip off the audio. It's the video that goes with the audio that they're giving you the copyright strikes. You know, copyright strikes, that's what keeps you from being monetized when you monetize, man. So the only time I'm gonna play, you know what I'm saying, some stuff is if it's like somebody who I know ain't tripping, you know, or like my stuff, or maybe, you know, somebody like Mr. O stuff or somebody like that. But man, you know, we gotta switch some things up because we is in business over here. So, you know, you did. That's just some, you know, all y'all guys out there who are and chicks who are content creators. Make sure y'all stay up on them because YouTube constantly changing the rules, man. You just want to make sure you stay up on game. Mars Lowell, what's good with you, man? Happy New Year. Monique Robinson, what's good with you, baby girl? How you doing? Y'all ain't drink too much last night, did y'all, man? Right? Y'all ain't drink last night too much, did y'all? I didn't. I just sipped on a bottle of wine I had sitting that I tasted from the other day. I was tasting the sweet red that I just got. Beautiful. I drank the rest of that and I called it a night last night. I came home from work and I ran a couple of errands. I came home and I've been home ever since. You know, all that gun shooting and all that wild stuff. I'll leave that to y'all young people, man. I'll be 43 next week. It's a beautiful thing, man. All praises be to the Most High to live through the life that I have, and I'm still here to see 43 when so many people I grew up with are not. When I think about the life I have lived and I'm still here, it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing. Lets me know I'm here for a reason. 2025, we going all the way in. Pause. We taking it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Grinding and growing, expanding the brand. You know what I'm saying? Bringing more diverse things to y'all, more diverse content. And we about to be putting some events together. You know what I'm saying? Some meet and greets. That's the goal. When I talk to my pops, you know what I'm saying? My pops about to move in with me. So, you know, we about to get the Spiritual Roots back Sunday. Popping on Sundays, Spiritual Roots Sundays. We're going to do the first episode of Spiritual Roots Sundays in A-Real Talk Studios / Always Cutting Studios. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. That's what's up, Mars Lowell, man. You just chilled at the crib, man, and just relax with the fam or something like that. That's what's up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, all I did was I just sipped a half a bottle of wine that I had open that I was tasting, the sweet red. That's all I did. Smoked a couple joints, laid it down, man. Monique Robinson said, I made gumbo. Okay, then, Monique. Monique said, I made gumbo and danced in the living room by myself. I had a great time being at home and savory. Yeah, I know that's right, girl. Sit up there, made a pot of that old gumbo, sip on a glass of wine, throw some nice music on, and just chill in the comfort and safety of your own home. Bringing in a new year safe and sound. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know, most people I know, especially around my age, that's exactly how they did last night. So, you know, I'm about to go over to my brother's house. You know, he just moved into his new home. I'm about to go over there and have dinner, bring in the new year. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they copped a couple bottles. I'm taking them a couple bottles of Arvino. And it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Now, put a number 11 in the chat if y'all heard about this as of yet. Very tragic situation that happened in New Orleans earlier today. They say like around 3:15 in the morning, right? And I don't know if y'all knew it or not, though, but in New Orleans, they have a great, grand New Year's celebration. That's something like how it is in Times Square in New York and around other places in the country. And, you know, so it was definitely still going on after midnight. XL Pro, what's happening, man? It still was going on after midnight in the city. because they also have the game today. I think the Saints play the Hawks. Not the Hawks. Who the Saints play? I can't think of who the Saints play right now, man. It's just leaving my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, participate in the polls. What y'all think, man? Y'all think this is some dude acting crazy, or y'all think this is a psyop, man? Man, let me know, yes or no. You know what I'm talking about? Support your interests. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the sugar bowl. Yeah, the sugar bowl. That's just right now, man. I'm having a brain fart. I know what the team is. This is, I'm having a brain fart right now. I've been smoking this shit all day. See, those dummies are out there whoring around with no beers. Yeah, man. Sit up there, hit that super chat, super gift, super like. Y'all go ahead and support the situation, man. It's 2025. We conducted business. We standing on FBA business. We supporting each other. We promoting each other, doing business with each other, creating relationships. That's my motto for 2025, man. That's all I'm focusing on is building business, creating relationships, doing business with other businesses, Black-owned preferably, but independent, no matter what your race is as a whole. That's just 2025, man. We got to take it to the next level, y'all, because it's about to get crazy out here, and we will be better off, creating lines of communication, developing business relationships with each other, doing business with each other, interacting with each other, engaging with each other, fellowship with each other. We in the crosshairs, man. And I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. The smart grid is here, right? Now, this situation right here that happened in New Orleans is very, very ill because this is exactly what I'll be talking to y'all about when I talk about HR 1955. And I believe as of 2020, HR 1955 was, I don't want to say covertly because it's happening in front of what's going on. I'm going to say it's happening inadvertently. They implemented it inadvertently. Now we're seeing it full blown in our face, but see, so many people aren't even aware of what HR 1955 is. They don't understand that it's an intricate plot agenda falling out in front of us, not just random stuff happening, right? She said it could be COINTELPRO. Yeah, could be a psyop. Monique said that crazy white boy was mad. It could be COINTELPRO. I'm going to say it could be everything and nothing, but the main thing I want y'all to get through to y'all's mind, right, is that we have to question everything. We cannot believe anything the mainstream media is telling us about this. And I'm not saying you should believe anything I'm telling you about this. You should definitely question anything I say, but keep in mind, I'm your brother and your brother. I want the truth. I want the answers too. And the main thing I always want to get across is whether you accept or believe anything we talk about, discuss over here on Able Talk, I want y'all to understand that the mainstream media lies to us, and they're not telling us the truth about whatever they're talking to us about. They're lying, and that's my point. That's my goal to help y'all to see and understand for yourselves that the mainstream media does not have our best interests in mind at heart. They don't have that, and they definitely lie to us. They do not respect us. They do not think we are intelligent enough to decipher what is actually being conveyed to us, through to us on their platforms, various as they are, CNN, HLN, NBC, all the news outlets, all of them, even the so-called alternative media here on the internet. And that's my thing, Monique. Were they incompetent or were they compliant? And when I say that, I don't mean that these cops intentionally do things to make it seem as if it's something that's not. What I'm saying is compartmentalization. And this is to let y'all also see the fallacy of our illusory of a hierarchy system in every facet of our society. Even when it comes to the police and agencies, they're compartmentalized from the local police to the state police to the federal police. The feds have come in and completely taken over. Her name is Alika Duncan, Special Agent Alika Duncan, black girl. I'm about to, man. And this is why I be telling y'all, we got to question every aspect of this. They're letting a black lady oversee this whole operation. She looks fairly young. I wonder if she's a part of the Divine Nine. I'm going to look into it, right? But it's just and this is what I'm saying for me, y'all, man. And I'm just speaking for myself here. Me being a well-versed, study and learn, and I'm not bragging and none of that. It's just what it is, man. Along with the sight to see, when this stuff happens, I know what it is when it comes to this stuff. But this situation right here is unique because it is showing me that they are actually implementing HR 1955 protocols. They're saying this stuff in the media. See, before they weren't saying using words like terrorists, terrorism, homegrown terrorism, extremist, radicalized. Pay attention to the words that's being used in the media. They're not being used for no reason. It's the reason why we're starting to hear these words repetitively in the local or the lexicon of the mainstream media. Think about sustainable. Think about these words that you hear they say when you watch the news at any level, national news, state news, city news, local news. Notice the language, sustainability. Acts of terror, homegrown terrorism, radicalization. It definitely is. You already know, Monique. And this is why I go so hard, Pauls, on HR 1955. And yeah, Mars, and that's what I'm saying. Over here at Aero Talk, though, and this is what I want y'all to know. I don't do fear porn over here. When I tell y'all this stuff, I break down to y'all and I give y'all the I show and prove what I'm saying to not just be feelings of my imagination. I show y'all the step by step by connecting the dots of various things that show like what's going on. And we don't do fear porn over here. I don't do what I do over here to incite fear or paranoia. I do what I do to put y'all up on game so y'all can see what's coming. Because I mean, at the end of the day, there's really nothing to be afraid of. You know, be honest with you, especially things that are out of your control and inevitable. You just got to figure out how you're going to navigate what's coming. And that's what I do over here at A Real Talk Podcast and Art Media LLC. We help to navigate through the coming madness, right? But we don't do fear porn over here, man. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just putting you up on game. That's all. You know, and it's even up to you if you want to look into it. You could, you know what I'm talking about? Like, the choice is yours. You did. Shout out to everybody, man. Happy New Year 2025, man. We're going to get to it, man. Now, this guy who allegedly did all this stuff, right? I've been watching this all day, and I'm like, did they got his name yet?
New Orleans city officials say a truck slammed into a crowd along world-famous Bourbon Street overnight in the city's French Quarter. 10 people were killed and dozens more hurt in the middle of New Year's Eve celebrations. The FBI says the driver of the truck is also dead after a firefight with police. He has been identified, according to federal law enforcement sources to CBS News, as Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen.
Hold on, what's his name? Shamsuddin. What's his name? Shamsuddin. Shamsuddin Jabbar. Right? He's a U.S. citizen, Texan resident. Previous criminal reports of theft and driving with suspended license. Right? Right? This guy right here. Right? This the guy right here. Shamsuddin Bahar Jabbar. Right? Let's go.
Who lived in Texas. He had previous criminal reports of theft and driving with a suspended license. Law enforcement sources say a long gun was recovered at the scene, and our affiliate WWL is reporting that was equipped with a silencer. We can also report that he was wearing body armor at the time. I want to go to CBS News congressional correspondent Scott McFarland in our DC bureau. Scott, what else can you tell us about what new information we have coming in about what happened and who this person is?
Let's start with the top line information from the FBI, that they are leading this investigation as a terrorism investigation. And according to our latest CBS News reporting, images we've reviewed from the scene show a black flag attached to the truck used in this attack. And there's an investigation as to whether that's a flag associated with ISIS or a different extremist group. But
Okay, see what I'm saying? And this is what I mean by this stuff, y'all. Right? Who is Shamsuddin Jabbar or Shamsuddin Bahar Jabbar? Right? It took him all this time to tell us what his name is. They could have told us this dude's name right when this happened, man. Right when they booked him. But some reason they waited all the way up until the day to now, going on 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time, that this happened. And we're on the same time in Louisiana, if I'm not. No, about an hour behind. All right. This whole situation got mind-fucking psy-oop all over it. But it could be argued. All right. Now, if this dude comes out to have written a manifesto, I'm done with it. I know it's BS off top. If Shamsu does sit up there and wrote a manifesto and they end up finding that, man, don't be surprised. Now, you ain't lying about that, Mars, man. That's a fact. And this is definitely smelling, reeking of a mind-fucking psyop already. Let's go, man.
reporting is that ISIS nor any other extremist group is not.
They said he had a black flag attached to his truck. And they believe that he may be connected to ISIS, but they're not sure. You know? Allegedly, or maybe sort of probably is connected to maybe some other extremist group who has a black flag as their senior. Who could that be? Who is that? How many extremist groups have a black flag as their insignia or symbol. See how let's be throwing stuff out there.
Claimed responsibility for any attack today. We also know that there is a concern moving forward about what to do with tonight's Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. We're expecting a 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. New Orleans time press conference with local authorities. Perhaps they'll update what the security regimen will be, if it will change at all for the Sugar Bowl, if any other adjustments are going to be made. But just as a reminder, the Sugar Bowl is a major sporting event in America in any year. And this year, there's added importance to the game in terms of football. So the crowd size is expected to be massive. Tens of thousands of people, if not more, gathered around
somewhere around 60 to 100,000.
And of course, there's a Super Bowl in New Orleans in February, which is a national federal homeland security, national security event with an enormous security apparatus around.
Now, pay attention to what they just, man. You got to pay attention to the news when you listen to it. Listen to what these people are saying. The Sugar Bowl, oddly enough, is going on at the same time that this incident happened earlier this morning, oddly enough, around 3 to 3:15 in the morning. Now, if y'all tapped in with me, y'all know what time that is, right? You did. Not only that, the Super Bowl is definitely in New Orleans come February. Right? Keep that in mind, man. He said that that is going to be a federally. Listen to what he said.
There have been to the truck used in this attack. There's a concern moving forward about what to do with tonight's Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. We're expecting a 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. New Orleans time press conference with local authorities. Perhaps they'll update what the security regimen will be, if it will change at all for the Sugar Bowl, if any other adjustments are going to be made. But just as a reminder, the Sugar Bowl is a major sporting event in America in any year. And this year, there's added importance to the game in terms of football. So the crowd size is expected to be massive. Tens of thousands of people, if not more, gathered around the Superdome for the Sugar Bowl tonight. And of course, there's a Super Bowl in New Orleans in February, which is a national federal homeland security, national security event.
It's a federal homeland security, national security event, man. It's a federal homeland security and national security event, meaning that the Office of the Homeland Security and the National Security Agency is involved with sporting events, major sporting events like the Super Bowl. And that's very interesting that the National Security Agency and Homeland Security is involved with such things, right? I just think that's very interesting. You know, I'm gonna go grab some water real quick, y'all, man. I'm gonna let this rock out. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. We're gonna definitely drop the link, y'all. Hey, what I tell y'all about HR 1955, man? The Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. This is what I'm be talking about. This stuff right here, right? Through the internet, propaganda, so-called ideologically based violence. People are becoming violently radicalized and committing strange acts of violence on innocent citizens, right? And banging out with the police, defying authority. Y'all talking about defunding the police. Falling right into the protocols of HR 1955. And this is why I talk about this stuff, y'all, man. This guy right here, Shamsu bin Bahar Jabbar. You hear that name, what you automatically assume when you put in or associate with it, he's a Muslim. ISIS, ISIL, Mujahideen, Al Qaeda, and other such Islamic organizations. Right? Let's go, y'all.
With an enormous security apparatus around it, there have been concerns, ongoing concerns in New Orleans about the threat of mass casualty attacks with a vehicle in the French Quarter, including on Bourbon Street. The CBS News review of city records and memos shows in 2017, they discussed possibly further limiting vehicular traffic in that area to prevent mass casualty events, but the city public works department in its memo also acknowledged that many of the businesses and homeowners nearby wanted to keep some vehicular traffic to ensure the businesses continued to thrive. That's an ongoing debate, not just in New Orleans, but in other.
10 people, y'all, dead. Ten people. 10 people gone, y'all. Now they done released the numbers of the people what hospitals they went to. Not the deceased, but I think people who are injured. But they haven't released the names of the 10 people who unfortunately lost their lives, man. And you know, and this is why I just, when this stuff happens, I fall back and I watch it for like a week straight just to see what's gonna happen. But when it comes to stuff like this, man, you know, it's just too see-through for me. You feel me? My spidey sense start going, I'm just looking at stuff, and I get to like, I'm like, man, like they ain't letting up with this stuff, man. Right? Now, as this stuff happens more and more, watch the laws, the legislation, the implementation of HR 1955 protocols, the findings. That altogether is like 14 of them. Remember, one of those findings is the internet is the main tool being used to promote, push, right, make accessible ideologically based violence. Right? Not only that, these platforms, as well as the government, they push, promote, advertise, I dare say market ideologically based violence on maximum levels, extreme levels. Yeah, man, all them families got to be notified. It just happened earlier today. You know, they say 10 people unfortunately passed, like 26 something people injured. This guy, Shamsu bin Bahar Jabbar, with his white pickup truck, looked like an electrical vehicle type situation, plowed his way through the streets of New Orleans early in the New Year day. Right? And I just think stuff like this, when this stuff happens, man, I know what the agenda is, man. And the reason why I be on what I be on, because it's unfortunate that innocent people, or are they? I said innocent people, or are they, get hurt, injured, or even deleted as a result, which lets me know that the people who run it, they don't care about us. We are expendable. Hence the movie series franchise Expendables. Y'all think those movies is just there to entertain you with the massive, over exaggerated displays of heroism and through action movies, not understanding that the concept of being expendable is what the main thing is, hence the name Expendables. It's psychological warfare going on out here. And one of the main reasons I do what I do over here at Able Talk is to try to make y'all aware that to help not make y'all, but help y'all to become aware of that and see it for yourself. How everything is used to bombard our perception so we don't see what's actually going on, man. You did? Let's go, man. Smash that like button.
U.S. cities, especially Lindsay, when you bring it to the context of the December 21st deadly vehicle attack in Germany, which had so many symmetries to this, and a child died in that attack, and all the precautions that have been ongoing in Times Square in Washington, D.C. to reduce the threat of just this type of thing from happening.
And Scott, what can you tell us about what law enforcement was disseminating amongst themselves in the wake of that Magdeburg, Germany vehicular attack?
Yeah, as is often the case, the Department of Homeland Security and other intelligence agencies share warnings about risks or risk detection. And this was something that came up in a December 23rd circular that made its way around law enforcement and intelligence agencies, a concern that a similar attack to what happened in Germany could happen in the U.S. And then there's that other added concern, Lindsay, of copycats, somebody trying to emulate what they saw in Germany, what they saw this morning in New Orleans. Going to be a revisiting, I suspect, in some U.S.
See what I'm saying? Remember when I talked to y'all about violent radicalization and the internet is being used as a tool to promote, give access to content that can cause people, individuals, to become violently radicalized, to go do something because they've been disillusioned, manipulated by so-called propaganda over the internet, ideologically based violence. Do y'all understand what I'm telling y'all, man? Y'all have to be able to peep this stuff, what's going on, right? And like I say, it's unfortunate that people, innocent people, or are they, end up losing their lives as a result, or lives, as what these 10 people did. Rest in the essence to the 10 people who lost their lives, man. You know? This guy right here clearly is not playing with a full deck. See, we gotta start asking different type of questions now, man. That's why I say question everything. When these people tell us stuff, we can't just be believing it, man. We need answers. Who is this guy? Why is y'all showing us this? Why y'all take so long to tell us who this guy is when y'all knew who he was as soon as y'all arrested him hours ago? Right? He did. They smoked dude. Right? How can we be even sure that it was him driving the truck? Right? This is just the questions, man. We got to ask everything because, like I say, these people lie. We shouldn't believe anything the mainstream media is telling us about this. Now, I'm not saying you should believe me. I'm saying you should most definitely not believe them, though. Let's go.
Communities about vehicular access near the sites of mass gatherings. And I could just speak as somebody who's based here in Washington, D.C. January 6th is a national federal homeland security event with an enormous perimeter and fencing surrounding the Capitol, trying to mitigate a different type of threat. But Inauguration Day is 2 weeks later, with a crowd likely to measure hundreds of thousands. And I can tell you from having covered a handful of inaugurations before, those crowds fill the streets to get to the Capitol, streets that are open to vehicular traffic. We put in requests to the DC and Capitol and other law enforcement agencies in Washington to see if they're going to change any of their parameters and protocols ahead of January 20th.
At least
Scott,
10
you mentioned
killed.
a 2017 memo from the Public Works Department in New Orleans about the barricades and the bollard situation, but you also have information about a new project to fortify them ahead of the Super Bowl. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that project could be done before Super Bowl Sunday. It could be done as early as the first days of February 2025 now, to upgrade the bowlers, to make them more efficient, potentially more effective, to make them more modern. This is a project that had any different number of motivations, according to the paperwork reviewed by CBS News, not strictly for security, but also for upgrading and updating. But that was a project that was underway in New Orleans, according to our CBS News review of city memos.
All right, Scott, thank you so much. CBS News political reporter Libby Cathy is in West Palm Beach, Florida. Libby, how is the White House responding?
Yeah, Lindsay, President Joe Biden spoke to reporters about an hour ago. He said he's in contact with every federal agency as the federal government responds to this attack. Now, as we've identified the suspect now, he did not answer questions about that suspect's identity. I believe we have some sound. We can go to that and see what President Joe Biden told reporters last hour about this attack.
Let's see what old Joe got to say.
I've contacted every agency in the federal government as well as the state. They're all coordinating to get to the bare facts. We know what the facts are.
Can you say if you're a foreigner or if you're domestic?
I'm not going to say anything until I get all the facts in front of me.
Has the suspect been identified?
Again, I'm not going to comment till I speak to the group later. I've spoken to every member of the agency, from the CIA to our national security team, to our FBI, NSC, and we're getting gathered.
So you've spoken to all of them agencies allegedly, but you can't sit up here and say if you know the identity of the suspect? Because clearly they knew the identity of the suspect. You named 4 different agencies. So you're not at liberty to say who the guy is? Why? So this is the stuff I be saying, man. And this dude, Joe Biden, man, look like he about to goddamn pass out. Joe Biden look like he about to cold pass out. This is crazy, man. Rest in the essence to them 10 people. Starting 2025 off crazy.
You know, and I spent a lot of time in the government with the mayor. Well, the reaction was one of anger and frustration. Thank you.
Now, that was last hour.
Anger and frustration. Thank you. Oh, sleepy old Joe, man. Listen here, y'all. What's about to happen over here in our country, y'all, is just about to be crazy. And we see in the beginning stages right now. Watch, as I'm saying, y'all, as the year progresses, we're going to see more HR 1955 protocols being implemented. They're using these words in the lexicon very freely: terrorism, acts of terror, radicalization, homegrown terrorists, homegrown terrorism. They're labeling all of these attacks that happen in public, attacks that happen when more than one people become a victim of it at the same. They're calling these things terrorist attacks now. Who are the terrorists? Right? Now, let me tell you how they trick your mind or get your mind to shift into accepting this stuff as a regular thing in society while being bombarded with the imagery, thinking it's just some random shit, right? That terrorists have somehow invaded our country and they're attacking us. This guy, Shamsud bin Bahar Jabbar, is a resident of Texas, meaning he's a U.S. citizen. And in order to get your citizenship, you have to go through a screening process. So that means the government know who this dude is. He's not just an illegal willy-nilly over here like so many committing crimes. No, he's a citizen. He's a resident of Texas. So they know who he is. Don't think for 5 seconds that this government does not know who every single person who is a citizen is. Please don't be so naive. They keeping tabs on all of us. And with stuff like this happening on a regular, with Elon Musk as the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, we're going to start to see his tech mixed with HR 1955 protocols coming into fruition. So this guy is allegedly being linked to some type of possible terrorist organization, Muslim organization, Islamic organization, ISIS. Now, it's not saying he's a member of ISIS, but they're connecting him to organizations that are similar or may be like ISIS. You get what I'm saying? Basically, there's making the association of him being an Islamic terrorist, which we've been used to because we've bombarded with this imagery of Arabs, Islam, Muslims, 9/11, airplanes, turbans, terrorists. But understand how the indoctrination comes in with that, because he's a citizen. He's an American citizen. So what is that telling y'all? Like I've been telling y'all, we have been deemed enemy combatants via the Patriot Act, the U.S. Patriot Act, passed back in what, 2003 or 2001? Like about a month and some change after 9/11, we got the U.S. Patriot Act. That legislation considered or it deemed us enemy combatants. Now, the legislation, right? The legislation in HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act, that has deemed us homegrown terrorists. So we went from being enemy combatants to now we're homegrown terrorists, which gives the government the legal grounds to investigate us, arrest us, confiscate us indefinitely, imprison us. Y'all see what was going on at Guantanamo Bay? And that's why they shut it down. It was an illegal operation, amongst other things. So when we think about our homeboy Shamsud, he has an Arabic name, and I'm pretty sure he's a transplant or, from another planet. I mean, I said another planet. He's from another country, a Middle Eastern Arabic country, I'm sure, maybe somewhere in Africa, maybe. Right? But he's an American citizen. So y'all got to peep the association. You hear me? Both being combined to bombard your psyche that we have terrorists in our country. And they're not from just, they're American citizens. Homegrown terrorists. This is why I talk to y'all about HR 1955 so much. This legislation has been set in place already. And I keep telling y'all, finding number 5 in the protocols, the findings of this legislation, number 5 is they want to eradicate homegrown terrorism in its entirety. They want to eradicate it. Right? According to the definitions of homegrown terrorism, ideologically based violence and violent radicalization, every person who is a U.S. citizen or a non-U.S. citizen in U.S. or U.S. territory or whatever, you are considered a homegrown terrorist by this very government. And I don't think a lot of y'all really understand what that legislation is saying and putting into place. And it's starting to come out now because the target is being put on every single. This is why it's not good to splinter ourselves off in groups, right? And then subgroups of groups and so forth and so on, because it's easier to infiltrate and divide and conquer, right? But sometimes separation is necessary. Like right now with hip hop, we got to protect that. But right now, we also got to keep in mind that our collective freedom is at stake too, right? My man Flytown 614 in the building was happening. He said, well, salute the fam. What up, though? Supposedly a truck explosion in front of one of Trump Hotel. I sent you an email. Oh, yeah? Right? First day of the year, first day in the 2025, we got a terrorist attack. Right? But this ain't no attack from a foreign source. This is a homegrown attack. Now, watch they start calling all these situations terrorist attack, putting the word into the lexicon, putting the thought and imagery associated with it into the fabric freaking fiber psyche of everybody that watches the news, preparing us perceptually to want to be protected. This can't be happening. We can't continue to allow this to happen. How are we going to prevent people from hopping in a pickup truck and going to the Super Bowl and plowing people down, riding down Bourbon Street? How could we possibly predict that? Predictive you know, they got technology that can predict crime. New Orleans is one of the main cities where this technology was tested. What y'all know about the technology? I can't think of the actual name of it right now, but they have technology that they use. This is why they've been introducing through autonomous vehicles in the public transportation system. They did it first in my city, Columbus, Ohio, with LiDAR technology. Because this technology is used in incorporating and syncing and linking all CCTV, audio, and video cameras simultaneously over different networks so they can all be continuously fed to a main archive source, if you understood what I just said. All right, that's the thing. What was the motive? That's my thing. What would make a person jump in their truck and go mow people down New Year's Eve in downtown New Orleans, where it's popping at later on the day, the Sugar Bowl going on? What would make somebody do that? Why would somebody do that? Are we to believe that people are just deranged and crazy and they're just doing that? It's possible, yeah. But look at the reasons why they said he did this as this unfolds. We don't even know why he did this yet. They're automatically associated with it being a terrorist attack. They're calling this an act of terror, automatically putting in our psyches, into our thought process, that this was a terror attack, not even knowing if it really was or is. But let's just listen to the story they tell us about this guy, Shamsu bin Bahar Jabbar. You ask me, the motive behind situations like this is to get people riled up, emotionally charged, in return becoming highly suggestible, because something has to be done about this. We can't continue to allow this to happen. How are we going to prevent this from happening moving forward? And my question to y'all tapping in with me, which I appreciate on this very beautiful day, yet tragic day, first day of 2025, how can we prevent something like this from happening? How as we as a society, along with the authorities on a local, state, and federal level, how can we prevent this? How can we predict this? Is it possible to predict stuff like this happening? And my goal is to get you to just asking these questions, right? Who benefits? Cui bono? Who benefits from us believing this story they telling us about what happened in New Orleans? Who benefits if we believe this? Some random dude, mind you, they're calling this an act of terror. So in order to get people to even automatically go along with that, we're going to tell y'all that this dude who did it name is Shamsud bin Bahar Jabbar, knowing damn well widely amongst us American citizens, no matter what race we are, when we hear a name like Shamsud bin Bahar Jabbar, we're automatically going to associate that with an Arabic Islamic terrorist because we've been inundated with that imagery for the past 20, 30 years. So that just going to make us just that more susceptible to not question anything about this. It's a terrorist attack, a act of terror. So we should just wait till they tell us about who this guy is and why he did it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a pattern, a very noticeable pattern, right? And if this guy, Shamsud bin Bahar Jabbar, wrote a manifesto, then we automatically know it's bullshit. Because I'm just over it with the manifestos. These dudes just out of the blue randomly want to go mow down innocent people on New Year's Eve / early New Year's Day, 2025. They just want to go mow them down in their truck because they're mad about something. I'm not saying that's not possible, but how likely is that? How often does this things like this actually occur in our society? What is going to be the results of this happening now if after this we start seeing talking the news about surveillance? See, this is why we need from Elon Musk. This is why we need to have social credit system with using my Neuralink where everybody can be electronically synced and linked to this system so we can know not only the whereabouts of people, not only track their location, but we know what they're thinking. We know what they're searching and surfing into on the internet, online. That way we can prevent people from being violently radicalized. Walk with me, y'all, through the internet, because we're monitoring their internet use. We're monitoring their thought processes. Y'all got to be able to connect the dots on this stuff. This is the fear mongering. This is what I'm saying. Everything that they tell us that we will be deemed terrorists for, homegrown terrorists, let's just say the government is doing. This is violent radicalization. This is illogically based violence. And they piecemealing us with this because they're not telling us, they're piece by piece telling us who this guy is. They're going to tell us that he was part of some organization or he was disillusioned as an Arab American, wherever country, Ghanaian, whatever country he come from, Middle East somewhere, Africa somewhere, wherever, of Arabic descent. He's disillusioned by the stigma of him being Arab and being whatever, man, whatever. Somehow he got radicalized by content he's been watching online, specifically YouTube. And somehow that made him so violent that he wanted to act out his violence by going to mow down people on Bourbon Street on New Year's Eve, 2024, going into 2025. Like, how many of these stories are we going to hear before we start be like, man, hold on, man, this is like, who is this guy? Right? keep in mind, finding number 5 is the internet is the main source tool that is used to spread ideologically based violence, violent radicalization, and promote and develop homegrown terrorists or homegrown terrorism. You mean the very internet that they give everybody access to basically for free? Y'all gotta be able to see the mind. Y'all gotta see the mind game in that right there. Give us the internet for free. Give us access to the most vile, violent, brain-altering content we could be exposed to on a daily, constant basis, and then make legislation telling us if we react in any way based upon interaction engaging with that, we can be called terrorists, homegrown terrorists. Imagine that. This is why I tell y'all, man, box cleverly with your language, monitor how you engage with this tech. I'm telling y'all, man, this stuff is wild, Jack. The smart grid is here.
Now, that was last hour, and President Joe Biden did say that he would be speaking again today, or as he's in contact with the federal government, that more details would be shared. I also want to share with you what we've heard from President-elect Donald Trump, who is in West Palm Beach, we believe at his golf club after his annual New Year's Eve bash last night. He posted on Truth Social about this. I want to go exactly to what he said. He said, quote, when I said that the criminals coming in are far worse than the criminals we have in our country, that statement was constantly refuted, but it turned out to be true. Now, we, again, do not know exactly, now we have identified the suspect is not a foreigner, but is a foreigner. But at this time, it seems that Trump was commenting, saying that this was a foreign-born person. This was not a citizen. We did not know that this morning, but this could indicate that Trump is receiving brief.
Okay, so I stand corrected. Right? He's not a citizen. He's actually born a foreigner. Right? So I stand corrected. I could have sworn they said that he was a citizen, a resident of Texas. Maybe he just was actually just in Texas. Maybe he is illegal. Maybe he's here illegally. You mean to tell us y'all don't know? And this is what I'm saying. This is where the insulting of the intelligence comes in, because I refuse to believe that these people don't know who these people are. Or is it that difficult to find out who they are? Right? I just don't be accepting that, bro. I think that's like an insult to our intelligence for us to be having this air of mystery. Like, really, these people have all this technological capability, but they don't know who this dude is. They are, aren't they, Solo Dolo? My fault, Solo Dolo. What's happening with you, man? Happy New Year to you, brother. Yeah, the details, they're conflicting. There always are. They don't ever match up. They don't never add up. They never make sense. And this is why I say don't believe anything they say, because they insult our intelligence to our face. Like, we just want to accept this stuff and don't ask no questions about it. We're supposed to just accept this. Yeah, Shamsu bin Bahar Jabbar did this. For whatever reason, they even told us the reason why he did it, giving us the perception that they don't know why he did it. You feel me? Right? And that just lets you know, like, just to imply that the border is wide open, right? Okay, so this guy is a Arab or of sorts, Semitic. He got over here by way of Mexico. So what's the situation for people being able to come from all over the world via Mexico and sneak their asses up in America? Does that seem like something that these people don't know what's going on and can't do anything to stop it? Like, come on, man. And this is what I be talking about, man. So when this is the result, like I said, stuff like this is made to happen. Not so much as in y'all super conspiracy theory heads that just, no, I'm saying, like, y'all gotta understand how stuff like this is made to happen. Tez, what's up, cuz? Happy New Year. Y'all gotta understand how stuff like this is made to happen by merging of multiple different agendas that result in stuff like this being able to be made happen from compartmentalized different parts. Y'all got to understand the things that happen in society that create the environment for something like this to happen. Oh, yeah? See, this is why we come together and have these conversations. We put each other up on game. My brother Solo Dolo said they said he crossed the border a couple of days ago in Eagle Pass, Texas, of all places. I thought that place was highly guarded, protected. What's going on in Eagle Pass? I thought they had the military, the National Guard down there, along with the state troopers. What happened? Oh, gee, what's happening, man? And that's what they're there to do, Solo Dolo. That's my main thing with the mainstream media. They're there to cause confusion intentionally. That's their job. Their job ain't to give us factual, truthful information. Their job is to confuse us. Their job is to get us to not question anything. But fortunately for us, we some critical thinkers. We don't accept or believe anything the lying ass mainstream media is telling us. And we got tons of questions, and we ain't going. Now, what we do want to know is why this dude did this. Who is this guy? Why was he allowed to get in the country so easily just a couple of days ago? How does he have access to a vehicle to where he can drive it? He didn't steal it, or at least they didn't tell us it was stolen yet. Salute to you too, Monique, man. You already know, man. We ain't gonna play no games over here at A-Real Talk, man. 2025, we keeping the foot on the neck from all angles. FBA stand up. We're exposing the smart grid. We're gonna be putting a foot on the neck about these fake ass so-called acts of terror that are, I think, being intentionally caused, right? So-called homegrown terrorists, acts of terror to implement HR 1955 protocols in order so Elon Musk can do what he do over there at the so-called Department of Government Efficiency. I'll keep telling y'all, social credit systems, surveillance, human brain computer interfacing. I'm telling y'all what's coming. And these type of events are what's going to lead to that, right? These people are coming through illegally. We don't know who they are. So everybody got to get chipped. All the illegals are coming over here. They're flooding the jobs because people are hiring illegal immigrants because it costs labor, it's cheaper, blah, blah, blah. And now we can't get no jobs. All right, okay, to prevent that, universal basic income. They're building the wall at the border. Everybody got Neuralinks in them. We know who everybody is. We know where everybody is. We even know what y'all thinking. This is what's coming, y'all. Now they jumped over to Rio Grande. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. They're allowing this stuff to happen, and I keep telling y'all what is coming. Scratch that. What's here? Right? Let's go, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Hit that super chat, man. Hit that super like, that super gift, all that, man. You know? We about to drop the link here, man, in about 2 minutes, man. About 2 minutes, man. Let's go.
This is something that should have been happening in terms of that correspondence of memo that we've talked about before, but it's a smooth transition of power from the Biden to the Trump administration. It seems from that Truth Social post that potentially Trump has been in contact with officials in the Biden administration as they continue to respond. And as we heard that sound from President Joe Biden as well, we'll see if we hear from Trump today. We do have, our poolers out there just in case, but not expecting so far to hear from the president-elect. We will continue to monitor Truth Social. We also saw saw J.D. Vance, the vice president-elect, say that his heart is with those in New Orleans. And Donald Trump Jr., the president's elect's eldest son, also commented, saying essentially that he blames Biden for this. So that is some of the reaction we're getting. And I'll also just note that.
Hey, man, they are to blame. They are to blame. If this dude just got here the other day from crossing the border, right, illegally, and the only way he was able to do that was due to Biden-Harris immigration failures. At Eagle Pass, he just came through on the border a few days ago. So it's definitely their fault. They're definitely to blame for this. And so many other situations. They are directly to blame. People losing their family members, people losing their lives, people losing family members. The public safety is compromised. People don't feel comfortable going outside. We got all types of events going on around our country all the time. People shouldn't have to worry about not feeling safe when they go out and about, wherever they go. Look at the air of fear and panic that is being imposed upon us through these so-called acts of terror by random people who just skipped the border a couple days ago. Right? Shamsud bin Bahar Jabbar. Come on, y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. The link is in the chat. Everybody's welcome to come up and speak their piece on this. If you would, if you could, if you want to. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's invited, man. I want to see and hear what y'all brothers and sisters got to say about this, because this is a hell of a way to start off the new year, man, with a mind-fucking psyop, highly potentially what this is looking like. You know? They said he had explosives on the truck. Where this guy who illegally crossed the border just 2 days ago in Eagle Pass with is supposed to be a heavily guarded, protected city, seeing as how there's been so much activity at Eagle Pass that the military via the National Guard had to step in Eagle Pass. How is it that illegals are still getting across the border with trucks full of bombs? What's going on, y'all, man? Look what we asking. Look what we're asking to be. Look at what they are asking us to believe and accept, man. Like, nah, man. I refuse. I refuse to believe this stuff, man. I absolutely refuse. I'm not going to let these people, as y'all say nowadays, play with my top like that. That's what I'm saying, Monique. Like, this dude, listen, y'all, this dude literally just came across the border 2 days ago, according to the mainstream media. So you mean to tell me this dude was able to illegally cross the border through Eagle Pass, Texas, of all places, with bombs and automatic weapons? He shot 2 cops, mowed down 26 people, killed 10. So 36 people he hit with his car, killed 10 of them, blamped 2 cops with the, come on, man. Look what we being asked to believe and accept what's right and exact and facts about this situation. It just sounds so stupid and crazy. It sounds so unbelievable. Too good to be true. And we all know that when something's too good to be true, it is not. You feel me? Mind-fucking psyops. If they come out and say this Shamsu bin Bahar Jabbar dude had a manifesto, now look at the people who they're about to start putting in front of us to tell us what's going on with this situation. Case in point, right? This chick here. What's her name? Hold on, let me get her name real quick. Hold on. They had her on an interview. All right. Let me look for her on here. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, man. Listen, man, question everything, y'all. I don't believe nothing these people say, man. Yeah, that's her right there. I think her name is Alika Duncan. Hold on, let's get some video, some audio on it real quick. Let's go. Smash that like button, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. We here, man.
The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Shamsud Dim Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas.
See, they say he was a U.S.-born citizen. See, I know what I heard earlier. They said he was a U.S.-born citizen. Now they saying he was born a foreign. Which one is it? Yeah, that wasn't like, that's what I'm saying, Solo Dolo. That wasn't like no regular pickup truck, man. Who is this guy? Let's go.
He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came in possession of this vehicle. An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle.
So it was an ISIS flag. This is the latest update from an hour ago. So.
And the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. We are working with our partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism. We're aggressively running down all of the leads to identify the possible subject's associates. We're working to ensure that there is no further threat. We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We're actively running down every lead.
See, they don't believe he was responsible when they should know, right? Shades Mo, what's happening, man? Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social engineering, man. Hey, this got stank all over it, man. I don't believe none of it. None of it. Right? I don't believe none of it. And once again, y'all are more than welcome to hit that link and come up here and spit your game and talk your ish. All right? We boxing cleverly with our language in 2025. We want to reduce the cursing, especially the F-bombs. We got to box cleverly, y'all. Be mindful, man. We conducting business. We monetize over here. We got to box cleverly, man. With that being said, any and everybody, until you prove otherwise, is welcome to come up, spit their game, talk their ish, give their opinion, ask me a question. Maybe you got some information on this that's interesting that we haven't been privy to yet. This is the reason why we convene and have these shows, these live streams, so we can talk about this stuff, so we can, for one, use our critical thinking collectively to decipher what's being told to us via the lying mainstream media. Because we know they lying. They ain't even making sense. Right? They ain't even making sense, man. My brother Sage Mo, what's happening, man? We can't hear you. Make sure your audio is clear. Make sure your connection is right, and make sure whatever devices you got playing in the background, YouTube, put them on pause, or or mute them, because we can't have that stuff bleeding in the show, man. But yeah, though, man, this is crazy, man. Let's go.
Including those of his known associates.
Those of his known associates. Sage Mo.
Yeah, I'm hoping it worked this time. Look like I dropped out. But Happy New Year's, man. I was on there with you last night, and then
Man. Happy New Year to you as well, brother. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, but I think that I woke up this morning to this, man. I was like, man, but it was a couple of things.
Sage Mo, man, you got to get you a better connection out there, man. But yeah, though, man, stuff is wild, man. 4 people seen placing explosives ahead of New Year's celebration. Now, okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Money Lion. Bank and earn rewards. Install it now.
My friend recently asked me for some money and I was like, why aren't you using Empower? When I need cash and my paycheck is gone, I just use Empower and you should too. They can send you up to $300 instantly so you and your friends can enjoy the moment without worrying about borrowing money from anyone else. Plus, with no late fees, no interest, and they don't do any credit checks, it's stress-free and my payments are scheduled for my next payday. So I don't have to worry about keeping track. And because I always look at reviews, there are
now they're looking for a terror sale.
So if you
here we
need
go,
instant
man.
cash just like us, download Empower today and get approved for a cash advance. Now, stop worrying because Empower has your back.
Here we go.
Possible explosives around this area. Tracy, this is brand new into our newsroom. So what does that tell you? And to the point about the sheets, I think the sheets were also put up to shield the hotel guests' eyes from the carnage on the street. So you're right with those 2 points. But now we're hearing this video of 3 men and 1 woman placing items, and it seems as though they are connected to the suspect. Tracy, what do you say to that?
Well, this is very, very similar to the Boston Marathon bombing that was just.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, it's all good, brother. Anybody else, man? Y'all more than welcome to come on up, man. Hit that link. I encourage people to come up and hit that link. Tap in, walk with us, man. Support your interest, man. Listen here. I was just about to say that with the homeboys, Tashagin or whatever they do was, the whatever brothers they was over there in Boston. And fucking psyop, man, that it was. Right? This is very similar to that. And, now this guy is he didn't work alone. He's part of a terror cell. It's a terror cell in New Orleans. Oh my God. Come on, let's go, y'all.
Brought up in the Tsarnaev brothers, where you had 2 of them, right?
Yeah, the Tsarnaev brothers, man. Allegedly 2 Russian dudes, Ukrainian dudes, whatever they were from, orchestrated a coordinated bombing at the Boston Marathon about 14, 15 years ago. Y'all remember the Boston Marathon bombing? And these dudes allegedly was part of some terror cell. hiding out in people's, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go, y'all. Smash that like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, Sharing Social Engineering. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to hit the link. It is in the chat next to my name. Y'all are more than welcome to come up and spit your, state your opinion, man, or whatever it is you want to do. Yeah, man, how you gonna forget Boston, man? Let's go.
Placing those IEDs. This is not at all surprising because I do think it would have taken multiple individuals to place the IEDs, plan on where that placement would be, as well as then obviously use the vehicle to ram this crowd. But what that also tells me as well is, look, I'm former law enforcement. I think law enforcement is actually doing an excellent job here. But it seems to me that there may not have been explosive sweeps that were done of the French Quarter and of Bourbon Street in particular as a result of securing this area, because part of me does wonder.
So hold on and peep the game, y'all. Since when is it protocol? Since when is it protocol for the New Orleans Police Department to do bomb sweeps of the areas when they're having events such as a New Year's Eve celebration or the Sugar Bowl? Are such protocols even set in place? I would say, yeah. You want to know why? Because every policing agency in this country, as of 1974 or 5, has been going under rigorous, repetitive, anti-terrorist, civil unrest, tactical training. When they used to come in the joint and teach the COs, they used to cover up the windows in the gym. We wasn't allowed to go into the gym. We weren't allowed to go into the gym. Right? Crazy stuff, y'all, man. What's wild, crazy times we living in, man. Them weak ass barriers. That's what they was doing, planting them damn IEDs, these 3 dudes and this chick. They probably was planting bombs, or they're going to say they were planting bombs to coordinately explode to make the structural integrity of these so-called barriers come apart so easily when they're come in contact with him piling through them in his truck. See, I just winged that. And that's what they doing, man. I'm telling you, man, this is an insult to our intelligence. It's very disrespectful. Let's go.
If that explosive would have been picked up by either a dog or a device. Again, I can't say for certain if that occurred, but part of me does wonder. There's no question they are now looking for these individuals and combing through particularly that digital evidence.
And Peter, I want to ask you about how investigators handle the IEDs. I want to
48 minutes ago, this came out. So this is the newest info regarding this situation. First, they ain't know nothing. Now they know, man, come on.
Down a little bit so you can explain to us how this works, because it's my understanding that some were found and some may not be true IEDs. You know, what is the process like? It's obviously a very dangerous situation. We know that robots are used in some types of investigations with it.
See, man, what have I been telling y'all? The robot army is here. They've been sending in their dogs. See what I'm saying? We gotta get the robot dogs from Boston Dynamics to go sweep the area so we can make sure no bombs are planted anywhere, and to also sniff out would-be terrorists, terror cells, sleeper cells. There's a video game called Sleeper Cell. Y'all got to understand how all angles we are being bombarded with this imagery, with this ideology, with this, with this agenda, with everything that's going on. You got to understand why it's being done. It's like I tell you, it's a big desensitization and preemptive program campaign going on right now. Right? Wow, y'all, man. This is crazy, man. Rest in the essence to all them people, man. All them 10 people, man, gone, man.
Let's talk us through how investigators work with IEDs.
Well, the most important thing is the safety of the public and, of course, safety of law enforcement. So what they'll do is they'll cordon off an area and they will use bomb squads, or the FBI and ATF both have special agent bomb technicians. They will render those devices safe, which sometimes means detonating them in place. And then what they'll do is they will look at those items, look at how they were manufactured, what components were involved, and they'll try to track down where those items that were used to make the ID were purchased in an effort to identify who helped manufacture these IEDs. But I mean, the most important thing, again, is public safety. And that's why sometimes these crime scenes take so long to process, is because it takes time for the bomb squad or for special agent bomb technicians to go in there and render these devices safe.
It takes time. How are we going to combat that? You know, if everybody got Neuralinks, man, we're going to be able to monitor, surveil, track, and trace everybody's move. And what they're not telling us is everybody's thoughts. So we can pay attention to what you observing online. We can look at your thought patterns, your neural patterns, and see if they, through our predictive listen with LiDAR, listen, predicting how people are going to respond. Now we get into Minority Report talks of pre-cog, pre-crime. Y'all have to see the play, man. Y'all have to, man, listen, y'all got to be able to put this stuff together, man. What's going on, man? This is why I'm here doing what I'm doing, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. New Year's Day 2025. Yeah, you already know, OG, pre-crime. Yeah, that's what I'm talking, pre-crime. Straight Minority Report type shit. If we all synced and linked into the system via Neuralinks in our brain, where the unintelligent artificial intelligence literally can track and trace us, our every movement, our every thought, it's going to be archiving that information in real time, being able to predict if and when we will commit a crime, or if we are highly likely to commit a crime at a future event, future date. That's where all this is leading to, y'all. All this other stuff is this all distraction. It's all a conduit, a bridge, a front to get all this stuff that Elon Musk already got planned going on. When everybody's hooked up to Starlink through Neuralink, Elon Musk is going to be able to have access to everybody's location in real time, as well as what they're thinking. So that's how we're going to prevent stuff like this from happening. That's how we're going to prevent stuff like this from happening. If everybody is synced and linked, being surveilled through their Neuralink connected to the Starlink internet service provider, all by Elon Musk, using LiDAR technology, along with voice-to-skull technology, we can track and trace, like I say, not only the physical real-time location of somebody, but what they're thinking. And in a social credit system that we can monitor and surveil everybody's location, what they're thinking, we can get to what they're purchasing because we're monitoring that too. See where I'm going with this? Y'all got to be able to peep the play. If we got universal basic income, we can track everybody's finances because everybody, depending on how they behave in society, is allotted a certain universal basic income, even those who aren't employed, due to the fact that now that through automation, lots of our jobs are gone to the robots. Do y'all see how all of this stuff fits together? I want y'all to start to connect the dots on this stuff, man. Use your critical thinking. See, this stuff right here is just the catalyst, man. This is just the front. This is just the bait to get you emotionally drawn in. Yes, all of that stuff is you're being tracked and tracked. Your phone, your smartwatches, your headphones, your tablets, your car, if you got a smart car. You're being tracked and traced. Just accept it, y'all. Understand it and know it. And stuff like this is allowed to happen. I dare say made to happen in order to come up with the solutions, because this can't keep happening. What does that want to say for the future of public events like sporting events, festivals? Exactly, Monique. And that's why I talk about when I'm talking about assigned housing. Because if we know where everybody lives, we can track and trace what they're purchasing, because there's no cash. And in order to make purchases, you have to do a retinal scan or a palm scan or a facial scan or a combination of everything. And we not using cash because everybody is getting through their digital wallet account via the system. We all have, if we don't have employment, assigned employment, we are going to have universal basic income to whatever level we are due to our behavior in this, man. It's 1984, Brave New World. I keep telling y'all where this is headed. This is why I keep telling y'all to go watch Judge Dredd. Go watch Dredd, the prequel. That's where we headed. Mega regions, mega cities, mega structures, assigned housing, assigned employment, universal basic income, social credit system, smart grid, smart cities, robot army, cyberpunk, the very things that we are being desensitized and preemptively programmed with. I mean, I don't know, OG. Who knows? But since none of y'all don't want to hit the link, man, we about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to go to my brethren's house. He just moved in. We having New Year's Day dinner over there. I'm about to go over there, man, go hang with my brethren. And we're gonna sit up there and break bread and you know, and do it like that, y'all. Tomorrow, I might be doing an impromptu. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow for ladies' night. You feel me? 2025, man, we going in, y'all. FBA all day, every day. Listen, we're keeping our foot on their neck. We're keeping our foot on these people's neck. We ain't letting up, man. We boxing cleverly with our language. We monetizing our content, boxing cleverly. We want to be able to generate views, generate shares without having to worry about copyright situations, right? We need to start supporting each other, contributing financially, sharing, interacting, engaging, linking up in real time. 2025 is definitely going to be historical. And we all we need, man. We don't really need nobody else, man, for real. I mean, it's cool if, you know, but we, you know, like I say, damn near $3 trillion spending power, buying power, man. We good, man. We Wakanda for real, man. Real content like what I do, what my brother Mr. O do, what Sir Ism do, what my brother Red Supreme TV1 do. We need to be getting supported by our brethren, man. We putting ourselves at high scrutiny and risk bringing y'all this content, man. Putting together this content for y'all. Creating the platforms for people to come and speak and voice their opinions and views on this stuff we being tricked into thinking is actually going on when it's actually happening in enslave us. All of this stuff is part of our future enslavement. Shout out to my brother OG with the $2 super sticker. Don't let that brother be alone. Listen, man, $1, $2, it don't matter, man. They add up. One thing for sure, two things for certain over here at A Real Talk Podcast, we reinvest every dollar back into the platform. We're going to be at A Real Talk / Always Cunt Studios coming up here in this couple of weeks. We bringing Spiritual Roots Sunday back. My pops is moving in with me. You feel me? I just got my own spot, my own house. So my pops, he about to, he just suffered a stroke. And you know what I'm saying? The Most High, it seemed fit for me and my pops. It's meant for us to be together at this point. I got a situation. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to tap in. We're going to bring all those, because we got to understand we got a spiritual warfare as well, too. Solo Dolo, my man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Show that support. Rest in the essence, the simple to P. A whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns. You hear me? I don't be expecting people to go all out with the donations, man, but we are monetized over here. So we can conduct business, and this is the thing I tell y'all tap in with me. We can conduct business. You want to promote your business, you want to do this, you got something you got going on, you got an idea. This is y'all's platform. I created this for y'all, man. You feel me? But we got to box cleverly, and we can do it. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, real talk, we ain't going nowhere. We're improving, we're grinding, we're growing. We got Arvino on deck. We got music coming up in 2025. We got the merch coming. You feel me? We got wine tasting events coming, get-togethers. We encouraging getting things offline, and we're encouraging interacting with each other, engaging with each other in real time, fellowshipping with each other, eating, drinking, connecting, networking with each other, creating lines of communication, yeah, man. That's what we promoting over here, solution-based content. Shout out to my brother King Els, right? That's what we focusing on for 2025. We want to start putting together these events and have y'all people come from out of town, come tap in, man. This is how we make it happen, right? I hear a lot of people say they down for the cause. We on our FBA game real heavy. Well, we got to make it real. We got to stand 10 toes down. We can't shudder. We can't let them see us sweat. We can't allow infighting. We got to stay on code. If you got some breaking it, man, y'all should be coming on our platforms, not going on the other ones' platforms. I only want to say their name. Right? Y'all know who I'm talking about, various ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like Monique Robinson said, stay alive in 2025. FBA all live, man. FBA all day, every day, no days off. Right? We ain't playing no games, Jack. They're coming for our head, Poe. You dig? Don't be fooled by this right here, y'all. Question everything. I don't believe nothing they're telling us about this. I'm going to do my own due diligence. How about that? I'm going to find out who Alika Duncan is. I'm going to find out a little bit more about Shamsud bin Habar Jabbar. I'm going to find out about this alleged ISIS cell somewhere operating in New Orleans that he's allegedly a part of. I'm going to do my due diligence. Oh, you can believe I'm going to do my due diligence. I want to know why does it seem like the normal security procedures that normally be in place for stuff like this, why they just, I'm pretty sure when they have this New Year's celebration in New Orleans, they have a lot of security. It just seemed like it's conveniently the security wasn't operating where it was and how it was on this day at this time. Right? It seemed like as if he was allowed to do it because he came in contact with police before he mowed down all them people knocking over barriers and stuff. So question everything, y'all. We're about to get up out of here. I appreciate the support. Listen, y'all. When y'all tap in with me over here at A Real Talk Podcast, we reinvest into the platform. We do things outside of YouTube to encourage y'all to interact and engage with us. We having wine tasting events. We having products for sale for y'all. We do solution-based content. We're going to have linear programming coming up. We're bringing back Spiritual Root Sunday because we have spiritual warfare as well. And we need to be spiritually equipped and we need to stay spiritually fortified in order to navigate our way to what's coming in 2025, Jack. Right? We're definitely going to have more community-based programming as far as like what we can do to create lines of communication, interaction amongst us. I'm going to bring back the interviews of ladies on Ladies Night doing beautiful things. We're going to do a show. We're going to highlight brothers doing beautiful things, youth. It's going to be beautiful, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Support your interests, invest in your interests. Let's support each other. Let's work with each other. Let's create relationships. 2025, FBA, all day, every day, no days off, man. We ain't letting them steal our culture again, no more. We ain't having it. We got to gatekeep. We got to be on some straight BS to some degree, right? Until proven otherwise, nobody gets in, man. It's time that we do what other groups of people do and we focus on us, right? You know, y'all see what's happening. Y'all feel it. Y'all see it. I love it. The more we get on code, the more mad people get. That's let us know that we supposed to be doing that, man. You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. And that's a going away song for my shows from now on out. Shout out to the big homie Lord Jamar. Right? This is going to be the new theme song for 2025. You dig? Elephant in the Room by the big homie Lord Jamar. Everybody enjoy the rest of y'all's New Year Day, 2025. We here. Let's make it beautiful, man. Let's get this money. Let's network. Let's interact. Let's support each other. Let's put the hate down, put the guns down. Let's love each other. Let's get rid of the gangbanging culture. Let's get rid of the demon time, demonic presence amongst our youth, right? Let's restore our manhood, right? So our women can respect us and our youth can, come on, man, let's do this, man. It's 2025. Let's go. Shout out to Lord Jamar for making this. This is the anthem, the FBA anthem, man. You did.
I'm getting back on track with Factor.
Fresh, never frozen meals are ready in minutes.
Factor has over 40 different dinner options.
You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Shout out Maricans and Jamaicans. I know you think I'm hating, but you had no influence in creation of this hip hop. Your participation was tip top, but Black Americans showed you how to rip shop. Have you forgot that we taught you how to dress? Back then, coming out looking like a mess. Y'all were dumbing out, tank tops made a mess, shoes clunky. We showed you how to get funky fresh, amongst the best. We helped you learn the language, so at school you wouldn't flunk the test. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elements came from Bam, the man grooms. Breaking just another dance that came from the culture. Don't be like the other man and act like a vulture. All day influences, FBA. I'll say it's true right to this day. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Okay, the sun is 93 million miles away. If it was, then why is it dark in space? The sun and moon are right here in the atmosphere. It's clear. It's that information that these bastards fear. I send an invitation to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Want to debate him because I feel that his ass lying. How is the fly defying gravity? If it's holding down the ocean, that's a ridiculous notion. The water always finds its level. It can't curve on a ball, but y'all still have the nerve and the gall to call me a flat earther, like I'm a bad person. Shit is sad when I see the ignorance worsen. And I know this doesn't jive with the lessons, but I will always be a 5 to my essence. I think it's time we address it. Renew our Quran, what we need to do, word is bond. As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Shout out to the homie Lord Jamar for making this track. This is the FBA anthem 2025. Tap in, walk with us. Y'all go subscribe to Lord Jamar, man. Let's get him up to 1 million subs, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. Happy New Year, man.